Kim Yu found a massive red stone, so heavy and powerful that even Sable could not break it with his claws. He decided, we will take this red stone back to the kingdom. Meanwhile, spies informed King Chang that King Dai had a secret army of 3,000 soldiers and was planning to use them to attack the Chang dynasty. At the same time, a letter arrived from the North King, revealing that King Dai had tried to recruit him, but instead the North King had sided with King Chang. This proved that the North King had always supported the Chang dynasty. Back in King Dai's palace, many weaponsmiths examined the red stone. They tried to melt it to forge weapons, but no matter what tools they used, the stone refused to melt. Their leader told Kim Yu, this red stone could be used to create immortal level weapons, but honestly, I don't know much about it. You must seek information from a third stage cultivator. Kim Yu immediately thought of his uncle Feng, who was himself a third stage cultivator. When Feng heard about the stone, he became very excited. He said, this is an extremely precious stone. Most people never even get a small piece, but you have found so much. With it, I can create immortal level weapons. Will you give me a small piece? If you do, I will do anything for you. Kim Yu agreed without hesitation. He said, make me a dagger and hand armor from the stone. Use the rest to create weapons for my father and brothers. Uncle Feng was delighted. Kim Yu then asked him about reaching the third stage. Feng explained that he himself was only at the initial level of the third stage, and that advancing required immense energy stored within the body. Since Kim Yu's meridians were blocked, his path would be even harder. Still, Feng mentioned a cultivator who had reached the final level of the third stage using secret methods. That warrior became so powerful, he defeated thousands of soldiers with a single attack, but his spirit weakened, and during his final exam, he failed and died. Before his death, he hid all his methods in 3 secret diagrams. Whoever finds and understands them will inherit his immortal powers. Hearing this, Kim Yu grew fascinated. Meanwhile, Feng refined the red stone, forging weapons for Kim Yu's family. He wrote to King Dai, explaining how Kim Yu had discovered the priceless stone and how it was being used to create powerful weapons. King Dai was overjoyed. Kim Yu, however, grew frustrated. Despite constant practice, he felt no progress. Remembering advice that to reach the second stage, he must connect with nature, he meditated deeply. Slowly, he began to sense even the smallest details, the tiniest sounds, the faintest movements. Through this, he realized he had reached the initial level of the second stage. This breakthrough thrilled him, knowing his father had promised that once he reached the second stage, he could join their plans. Kim Yu understood it was all thanks to the mystical peace he had absorbed earlier, a miracle that had changed his fate. Soon after, Master Feng presented him with gloves and a dagger forged from the red stone. These weapons were so powerful that even a second stage cultivator could be defeated with them. King Dai was delighted, though Feng insisted the credit belonged to Kim Yu. King Dai was very happy and thanked Master Feng, but Feng replied, no, I did nothing special. All the credit belongs to your son, Kim Yu. But strangely, he is not here. One soldier explained, Kim Yu left early this morning, carrying the weapons made from the red stone. We don't know where he went. The scene then shifted to Kim Yu, who had gone to the Skynet organization's office. There, he was given a mission to kill a golden masked session because that warrior had turned evil. Kim Yu himself was a silver masked session, and golden masked warriors were far stronger. Yet Kim Yu accepted the mission and set out to find him. That night, Mythior, Kim Yu's alias, located the golden masked session. The enemy was sitting in his villa, studying a cosmic diagram. Suddenly, he sensed Mythior's energy and ordered his siblings to attack. For the first time, Mythior unleashed his redstone gloves and his hidden tiger. Their power was immense, forcing the golden masked session to tell his siblings to retreat. But before they could, Kim Yu activated his speed technique and killed them instantly. Enraged, the golden masked session activated his full speed and attacked Mythior. Kim Yu realized, if I want to win, I must match his speed. He removed the weight strapped to his arms and legs, and his speed increased dramatically. Now he could fight on equal terms. During the battle, the golden masked session tried to use his special move, a technique no enemy had ever survived. But Kim Yu already knew about this attack. He freed his hand, blocked it, and then swiftly cut the golden masked session's throat. After killing him, Kim Yu returned to the Skynet organization office. Reporting his success, he was promoted to become a new golden masked session himself. Meanwhile, 2 senior masters of Skynet reported the news to their leader. A man named Mythior has killed a golden masked session. To our shock, the leader was none other than King Dai, Kim Yu's father, who secretly controlled Skynet to protect his kingdom from evil. This news also reached King Chang of the Chang dynasty. Furious, he summoned his trusted man and said, "You once told me of someone who promised to give me powerful monsters in exchange for my cosmic diagram. Go and complete that deal. With those monsters, we will forge new weapons for the coming war." The story returned to Kim Yu, who was still wounded from his fight with the golden masked session. He cultivated to heal himself while studying the cosmic diagram. At first he was confused. It was not based on internal energy, but with hints, he realized it required external energy. Practicing with external energy, Kim Yu eventually understood the diagram's secrets. By morning, he returned home, happy to tell his father that he had reached the second stage. But in another town, the enemy was making deals with a fat master to trade the cosmic diagram for weapons. Just then, Kim Yu's grandfather arrived with allies. He shouted, "How dare you come to our factory!" and ordered Master Li to attack. Master Li and his companions struck quickly, killing the fat master. Then they fought the enemy's allies, defeating them one by one. Before they could finish, the enemy's father appeared, using his deadly needle technique to kill Li's warriors. Seeing him after 160 years, Li grew furious. "It has been a long time. Today, I will avenge my daughter's death." For long ago, this man had killed Li's innocent daughter. Thus began a fierce battle between the two masters. They fought evenly, injuring each other badly. Finally, the enemy declared, "Enough! I will use my special technique." He unleashed 1,000 needles at once, aiming to finish Master Li. But before the attack could land, a powerful force struck, blocking it instantly. Kim Yu's grandfather was struck down and killed. At the same time, Kim Yu, who was rushing toward the battlefield, sensed his grandfather's energy fading. He ran as fast as he could, but by the time he arrived, it was too late. Holding his grandfather's lifeless body in his arms, Kim Yu was devastated. Grief overwhelmed him, but anger burned even stronger. Activating his full speed, he unleashed his fury and killed all of the enemies in a single strike. Afterward, Kim Yu carried his grandfather's body back to the kingdom. Memories of his grandfather haunted him, and the pain of loss left him in shock. He loved his grandfather deeply, and losing him broke his heart. Sometime later, we see Kim Yu still mourning. Yet he reminded himself, "Grandpa would never want me to stay like this. I must keep moving forward. I must reach the immortal level for him." With this resolve, Kim Yu returned to practicing the cosmic diagram. After long effort, he finally understood it completely. He no longer needed to study it further, so he placed it in the treasury room. On his way back, he noticed a glowing box. Recognizing it, he said, "This is the same box I took from the fat master." Opening it, he found another cosmic diagram inside. Overjoyed, he exclaimed, "Today must be my lucky day. I've found the second diagram." As he examined the box more carefully, he sensed even stronger energy within. Searching deeper, he discovered a third diagram hidden inside. Thrilled, he declared, "Now, I have all 3 cosmic diagrams. With them, I can learn the secret technique that will help me reach the immortal level." He thought of telling everyone, but when he reached the ceremonial hall, he saw many people already gathered. He stayed silent, standing quietly at the side. Then King Dai announced, "I have nearly completed the second stage. Soon I will face the exam for the first level of the third stage. For this, I must leave the kingdom and undergo the 4-9 revolutions exam, where lightning will strike me. It is extremely dangerous, so I must focus entirely on passing. While I am gone, my children will protect the kingdom. I will also take guards with me, for if anyone disturbs me during the exam, I could die." Hearing this, Kim Yu grew worried and said, "Father, I will come with you." But King Dai refused. "You have not yet fully reached the second stage. In the exam, the Chang dynasty may send 2 third-stage cultivators to stop me. You cannot face them." At that moment, Kim Yu demonstrated his second-stage technique. Everyone present realized he had indeed reached the second stage, a remarkable achievement, since external technique practitioners rarely advance so quickly. Even so, King Dai insisted, "No, I said you cannot come, and I will not risk my son in such danger. I have already arranged a bodyguard for myself." Hearing this, Kim Yu grew emotional. He said, "I never asked you for anything. I only trained hard so you would respect me. I wanted to stand by your side, but you never wanted that. Forgive me. I will never ask you for anything again." Heartbroken, he left the hall. Outside, he began practicing the second cosmic diagram. After long effort, he realized its steps were similar to the first, but something felt wrong. He thought, if the steps are the same, then the timing must be different. He began combining slow and fast movements, and gradually his energy turned golden. Excited, he realized he had mastered the second diagram as well. Meanwhile, in the Chang dynasty, King Chang received news from his father's messenger. King Dai is leaving for his exam. This is the perfect chance to kill him. During the 4-9 revolutions exam, he will be very weak. King Chang agreed. "I will send 2 third-stage warriors to kill him. They are greedy, but I will persuade them." He planned to recruit immortal warriors failed. The cultivators refused to help him, but then, changing tactics, he offered them treasures and promised to send 4 of his own warriors to assist. With this, a dangerous alliance was formed. Meanwhile, Kim Yu continued his training. He accessed the third cosmic diagram and studied it carefully. After mastering all 3 diagrams, he sighed, "I've understood them all, but perhaps they are useless. My father still sees me as worthless. All my effort was only to impress him." Frustrated, Kim Yu poured his anger into battle. As Mythior, he cut down every enemy in his path with ruthless precision. His growing reputation reached the Skynet organization. One officer approached him. "Our boss wants to meet you." Confused, Kim Yu asked, "Why would your boss want me?" Still, he agreed to go. The next day, he discovered the truth. The one secretly running Skynet was connected to his own kingdom. Shocked, he realized this warrior was serving his father. Before Kim Yu could process it, the man suddenly attacked him. Kim Yu quickly raised a shield, blocking the strikes. "Why are you doing this?" he demanded. The man smiled. "Forgive me. I was only testing you." Offering him tea, he explained, "Our boss needs your your help to reach a safe position. Kim Yu asked, "What is your boss's name?" The man replied, "Mr. Ying." Hearing this, Kim Yu froze. That name belonged to an old client. Suspicion grew. Could Mr. Ying be someone he knew? Soon, the truth was revealed. Mr. Ying was none other than his father, King Dai. At last, Kim Yu understood. Skynet was secretly controlled by his own family, created to protect their kingdom from evil. Later, King Dai thanked Mythior for accepting his urgent mission. But Kim Yu replied, "No thanks are needed. This is my duty." Together, they prepared to travel to the exam site. Kim Yu was secretly overjoyed. Though he acted as Mythior, he was finally helping his father. Sable also accompanied them quietly. As evening fell, they stopped at a villa to rest, since traveling at night was unsafe. Elsewhere, two powerful third-stage cultivators were also on the move. They were not alone. They brought with them a dangerous second-stage ally. That night, Kim Yu could not sleep. Gazing at the sky, he thought, "My fate is strange. I want to help as Kim Yu, but I can only do it as Mythior. Still, someday my father will accept me." As he pondered, an officer approached. "Why are you awake so late?" Kim Yu answered, "I'm thinking of the dangers ahead." The officer said, "If you're afraid, you can leave." But Kim Yu refused. "I'm not afraid. I only want to protect my father." For a moment, the officer suspected. Could he be King Dai's son? He speaks just like him, always protective. But another confirmed, "No, I scanned him. He carries a special type of energy. He cannot be Kim Yu." The next morning, the group continued their journey. Along the way, a master attacked them. Kim Yu tried to fight, but King Dai stopped him. "Don't waste your energy. You'll need it later." He ordered his guards to kill the attacker instead. Finally, they crossed a magical gate and reached the exam site. It was breathtakingly beautiful, yet deadly. Many had lost their lives here. King Dai said, "We must find the right place for the 4-9 Revolutions exam. Only then can I succeed." Kim Yu scanned the area carefully, and soon he discovered the perfect spot. Kim Yu and his companions finally reached the cave, a perfect place for cultivation and for King Dai's dangerous exam. The masters immediately began preparations. They broke rocks and built a pillar formation, arranging 19 pillars around the center. King Dai sat in the middle, while the pillars would help absorb and redirect the lightning strikes. Kim Yu watched as his father began meditating. The masters warned everyone, once the exam starts, King Dai cannot move. He will be vulnerable. We must protect him at all costs. To prevent infiltration, they placed special seals on each guard so no enemy could disguise themselves. Kim Yu thought to himself, "I must protect my father. I will prove I am not weak." Just then, the sky darkened. The exam was beginning. A bolt of lightning struck King Dai, but thanks to the pillar formation, he endured it easily. Outside the cave, enemy cultivators had arrived. They saw the first lightning strike and whispered, "He survived the first, but he will never withstand the next 3. They planned to attack during the second strike. As the second lightning fell, the enemies charged. Kim Yu panicked, realizing they were heading straight for the pillars. Their plan was to destroy the formation so the lightning would kill King Dai. But the masters acted quickly, creating illusions and barriers to trap the attackers. Furious, one enemy broke through and attacked Master Munshi. A fierce battle erupted. Meanwhile, Kim Yu fought alongside his allies, striking down 3 enemies with precision. The enemy leader grew enraged and prepared a deadly attack against him. Kim Yu hesitated. He could not use his redstone weapons, or everyone would discover that Mythior was really Kim Yu. Just as the attack was about to land, an ally rushed in and saved him. Both realized the enemies were far stronger than expected, and with redstone weapons in play, the danger was immense. Then the third lightning strike fell, more powerful than before. King Dai struggled to endure it, pouring all his strength into resistance. At the same time, the enemies summoned a spiritual dragon to break through, but Master Munshi intercepted them, blocking their advance. On the battlefield, Kim Yu fought desperately. Using his shadow dancing and the cosmic diagrams, he managed to kill one of the enemy warriors, but the strain was immense, and the storm grew fiercer. King Dai was locked in combat with the heavens, while Kim Yu and the others battled enemies determined to end the exam. The clash was reaching its peak, lightning, blades, and spiritual beasts all colliding in a deadly storm. Kim Yu was injured in battle, and King Dai rushed straight to his assistant to check on him. But suddenly, the assistant revealed himself to be a deceiver. Combining his powers, he attacked King Dai directly and left him badly wounded. It was then revealed that the warrior Kim Yu had tried to kill was still alive. Everything had been a trick. King Dai's condition became very serious, and at that moment the final lightning strike began, the most dangerous one. This lightning descended in the form of a dragon. King Dai stood firm, combining all his powers to summon a golden dragon to clash with the heavenly strike. The collision released immense energy, injuring him further, yet he succeeded in passing the 4-9 Revolutions exam. He had officially reached the 3rd level, though his body was broken, and he needed healing. Seeing this, the enemy leader grew furious. "You may have advanced, but you are weak. I will kill you now." He attacked again. Just before the strike landed, Kim Yu rushed forward, using his shield to block it, risking his life to protect his father. The enemy warriors pressed forward. One used an ice technique, freezing soldiers and killing them instantly. He advanced, killing the last soldier and seizing all the redstone weapons, making himself even stronger. His power multiplied, and he began beating Mythior, Kim Yu, mercilessly. Blood spilled from Kim Yu's mouth as he struggled. Despite being hurt, Kim Yu refused to give up. Using shadow dancing and the cosmic diagrams, he struck back and managed to defeat one of the enemy warriors, but the storm grew fiercer, and the enemies summoned a spiritual dragon. Master Feng intercepted them, holding their advance. The battle reached its peak. An enemy warrior thrust his blade toward Kim Yu, wounding him badly. Kim Yu countered with his red stone weapon, striking the enemy down. Both collapsed. Kim Yu gravely weakened, the enemy defeated. King Dai rushed to his son's side, shaken. Kim Yu, however, showed no fear. With a faint smile, he whispered, "I protected you, father. That was my dream." With those words, he lost consciousness, his fate uncertain. Elsewhere, Master Feng and Sable fought against the enemy leader, who commanded the spiritual dragon. Sable destroyed the dragon, and together, they forced the enemy to retreat. The storm grew worse, endless energy pouring down. The masters pulled King Dai away to safety. Watching his child fall before his eyes, King Dai was consumed with grief and anger. He vowed, "No matter what, I will bring ruin to the Chang dynasty." His heart burned with vengeance, and so, Kim Yu's fate remained unknown. The season ended here, leaving sorrow, determination, and the promise of revenge.